Hi, welcome to Tuesday's TNT. Tim Newton today. Great to have you with us, and please, if you do get the opportunity, subscribe to the channel because that really helps us. Doesn't cost you a cent, by the way. Now, if a week is a long time in politics, it's an even longer time for the Royal Thai Police. They've had a shocker of a month, and in the last 24 hours, it's been even worse, as they've had to back down from their defence, saying that the Taiwanese actress was drunk and carrying a vape and she's the one that's in the wrong. Well, now it's emerged that, in fact, there is evidence showing that she wasn't lying. Her original allegations that she was extorted some 27,000 baht, whilst not being admitted so far by the Thai police, they've certainly agreed that there has been tampering of evidence. Let's go to how the news is reporting this, and The Nation says that video shows Thai police did extort Taiwanese actress, and this is from Chewett. We'll go through who he is in a moment. Thai police did indeed extort money from a Taiwanese actress and her group, as she claims. Whistleblowing former politician and massage parlour tycoon Chewett claimed yesterday. Well, Chewett, what a CV that is. Whistleblowing former politician and massage parlour tycoon. And indeed he is. Let's go to his claims. He also alleged that police had deleted CCTV footage of the incident in their attempts to cover up the scandal. The Taiwanese actress Charlene Ann alleges she and her friends were victims of a police shakedown whilst visiting Bangkok earlier this month. Her allegation made national headlines in Taiwan to the dismay of Thai tourism operators. The thing is, this is the hot story. This is really big in social media, not just here, but also in Taiwan, and I'm sure other parts of the world, and it doesn't look good for the Thai police. The 33-year-old actress said police stopped her grab taxi at a checkpoint close to the Chinese embassy, and she was shaken down for 27,000 baht. The Metropolitan Police had denied the claims of extortion, saying the CCTV footage of the incident does not back up her story. Police have contacted the Taiwanese authorities in a bid to question Anne, who's since returned to Taiwan. Believe me, the story gets worse. In a Facebook post on Monday, Chewett said that a Thai friend who was part of Anne's group had paid the 27,000 baht bribe to police. And he said that the Thai friend had joined a drinking party with the Taiwanese actress. Chewett also claimed that the police chief had ordered the Metropolitan Police Division 1 commander and the Hua Kwang Police Station chief to take 4 steps to cover up the incident. Here we go. Delete footage from the Chinese embassy, CCTV cameras and police body cameras. The fact that it's the Chinese embassy CCTV camera is just an astonishing irony in itself. A second one, persuade the grab taxi driver to say that he stayed on the checkpoint for 40 minutes, had no video of the incident, and that the Taiwanese actress was drunk. Release video clips to discredit Anne. Counter the extortion claim by declaring that she'd made up the story. Then he says, most importantly, the police made up a story, destroyed evidence, and retaliated against the Taiwanese actress. He added that he expects the police to confess to extortion of the actress soon. Indeed, they did. Well, sort of sorry, not sorry. Let's go to this. This is an excellent coverage by Coconuts Bangkok. Thai police confessed to extorting the Taiwanese actress, and let's go through this story almost in a sort of a live fashion here. Bangkok Metro Police today admitted that it indeed demanded money from the Taiwanese actress, just as she alleged last week, and was originally denied last Friday in a complete about-face from Friday's forceful denial. The MFB said an investigation was still underway and it did not know how much money was solicited from the 32-year-old star. The reversal came just 2 days after the police originally denied any wrongdoing Friday in response to Anne's public warning to her large following in Taiwan. And that story goes on to go through the entire story. Some very good coverage there from coconuts.co. Let's go on to some further coverage of the story. This from thetiger.com. And Thai police admit extorting money from Taiwanese actress, and some rather extraordinary sentences in this first paragraph in the Tiger story. The compulsive melodrama continues between a Taiwanese actress and the bastard police who allegedly extorted 27,000 baht. Now, the bastard police there is in quotes, so apparently she must have used those words. But the story goes on saying, in the latest episode of the compelling drama, it turns out the Royal Thai Police are lying bastards. That's a claim there from the writer, or indeed the editor of The Tiger. Anyway, let's go on with their coverage of the story. And it says the latest report from Matachon confirms that a police officer lied, as stated by the Taiwanese actress. The commissioner of the MPB announced that one of the 6 officers involved admitted to soliciting money from the actress. The officer in question is the squad leader of the Hua Kwang police station. Further updates are expected to be released today. Well, what an amazing 24 hours, and the police going to so much trouble, even coming up with the story that she was drunk and that she'd been vaping, to try and cover this up. Now it's time for the police to really come up with not only an apology to her, but an apology to the Thai people for going to so much trouble to tell blatant lies. Now, this looks really, really bad for the Thai police, and it will reflect also on the powers that be, the politicians that are running the country at the moment. And with an election coming up, I can guarantee you the politicians will be weighing in big with this, and I expect the Thai Prime Minister will also have to speak out on this particular issue. This is TNT. We do this daily, Monday to Friday. It goes for about 15 to 20 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer if there's a lot to talk about. Thank you to our sponsor, 5 Star Marine. If you are ever in Phuket, look them up for a boat tour, a private boat tour off the island. You're watching TNT, and we've had one reversal today. Now is a little bit of what I suppose you'd call political backtracking. Anderton Sharvitakun is the Public Health Minister, and a lot of people credit him as the person behind the June 9th decriminalisation of cannabis, or at least the delisting of cannabis from the list of narcotic drugs. Now, that hasn't gone particularly well, as his cannabis bill wallows in Parliament and simply won't get passed by this Parliament, and unlikely to be passed in its current form by the new Parliament, even if the same people get back into power. So this story seems rather out of place, given his move to perhaps liberalise drug laws in Thailand. And the Bangkok Post reporting that Anaton, more than one meth pill, you're a dealer. Now, a meth pill is a methamphetamine pill. There are millions of these things produced just north of Thailand in the area that they call the Golden Triangle. And most of the trafficking comes through Thailand to ports beyond. Now, he's come down pretty hard, basically a reversal of his liberal approach to illicit drugs. A ministerial regulation is being amended, says the Bangkok Post, so that anyone with more than one methamphetamine pill in possession, instead of 15, will be regarded as having them with intent to sell, not for personal use as at present. Let's go to more of that story. Under the existing regulation, those found with 15 meth pills are considered as having them for their own use and are subject to rehabilitation. This has been exploited by people who actually intend to sell them, says Kun Anaton. He said a draft amendment had been prepared by the Committee on Treatment and Rehabilitation of Drug Addicts. It would be submitted to him for his signature before being forwarded to the Cabinet for approval and then publication in the Royal Gazette. So that needs to be noted. It's a proposal from him that needs to be signed off by Cabinet before being signed into law in the Royal Gazette. And the reason the committee, he says, reached this decision is that we want to be more decisive and see effective enforcement of the law, following a suggestion that we seem to fear there would be not enough room in prison for drug convicts. They're the words from Anaton Sharvitakun, the Public Health Minister. Another report of this particular story in coconuts.co, their Bangkok edition, saying that candidate Anaton's drug war flex out of sync with the reform momentum. Yes, he's a prime ministerial candidate for the Bumjai Thai party in the forthcoming election, The health minister who ushered in legal weed and now wants to be Prime Minister took a tough on drugs position last night that represents a sharp reversal of the slow-moving push to wind down Thailand's destructive war on drugs. Now, the coconuts.co story is about to leap into editorial. I'll get to that in just a moment. But I don't think there is a push to wind down Thailand's destructive war on drugs. I think the whole cannabis issue is highly political and it's got nothing to do with Thailand politicians generally wanting to liberalise laws. And it says in the third paragraph here, and I think this is highly editorial, Anaton has taken equal parts credit and heat as the public face of legal weed, now with an election looming in what he hopes to lead his Bumjai Thai party to victory and be named Premier. His attempt to assuage weed-wary voters with an easy soundbite is based on poorly conceived and backward policy. So that third paragraph there, clearly a editorial approach by coconuts.co. That's okay, it's their publication, they can write what they like. But the Public Health Minister is trying to show a strong force in Thailand's approach to drugs. I think he's come under a lot of heat for his approach to the decriminalisation and the lack of laws controlling it. And his Bumjai Thai party, his MPs, his fellow MPs, and his other coalition partners have been unable, after 4 attempts, to push through a cannabis bill which would provide guidelines and rules about how cannabis can be cultivated, sold, and indeed used in Thailand. So it looks like this methamphetamine pill law, if it comes into force, is a big change, saying that they're going from 15 pills being a trafficable amount down to just 1. Let's go to our next story today. And fire guts 14 house rafts on Koh Noi. Now, Koh Noi up as an offshoot of the River Koh up in the west of Thailand in Kanchanaburi, and this story by the Bangkok Post. And the fire destroyed 14 of the 16 house rafts at a resort on Koh Noi River yesterday afternoon, causing about 10 million baht damage. There were no casualties. In the third paragraph, fire truck crews from several municipalities were sent to the scene, along with teams of rescuers. The blaze started on a raft with a swimming pool in the middle of 16 house rafts moored at a bend of the Koh Noi River. The flames spread quickly on both sides and already had a good hold when fire crews arrived. A member of the Kanchanaburi Rescue Foundation Committee said all house rafts on the river should have portable water pumps in use for such emergencies. Just noting there that the former paragraph said that there was a swimming pool in the middle of the 16 house rafts. So there was plenty of water, and of course they were surrounded by water, but obviously no pumps to do much to pump that water to put out the blaze. So clearly that's just totally destroyed, and that's up for a total rebuild. Looks like they probably had thatched roofs, which would have looked very nice, but obviously are very, very flammable. This is TNT. It's Tuesday. Thanks for dropping in, and please subscribe to the channel. You're watching TNT on a Tuesday. Now, you've probably walked down a beach in Thailand and you've been offered a sky lantern. Maybe even some fireworks. Now, the sky lanterns are also known as kom loi. A lot of lovers sort of like to get them, or close friends with benefits, and they light them and then let them go up into the sky as they make a wish. Well, the Pattaya News.com says Pattaya and Jomtien officials are cracking down on fireworks and sky lanterns on the Jomtien beaches. Story goes on to say that the crackdown followed complaints from local residents and watchdog social media groups, alleging that the fireworks and lanterns were annoying area residents, disrupting people trying to sleep and relax, and potential fire hazards. Yes, these fireworks can go off at any time. I usually wake up at 5:30 in the morning, but some firework, like a big firework, went off not too far from my house at around about 4:45 this morning. frightened the crap out of me. Following the complaints, city officials went down to Nha Jomtien beaches on the weekend, found multiple vendors, many who quickly tried to pretend to be regular beachgoers, even burying their fireworks when they saw officials approaching. And the story goes on saying the Jomtien and Pattaya officials are united in stating that selling the illegal fireworks are against the rules on beaches and confiscated dozens of fireworks and sky lanterns. They also detained vendors and gave them firm warnings not to sell the illegal items again or face possible strict legal penalties, even possible jail time. Now, this happens, of course, anywhere there's a beach in Thailand, and when there's people and tourists, we will get these vendors trying to sell these lanterns around about sunset time. And it happens until there's a crackdown, then it's quiet for a few months and they creep back, and on it goes again. And there's a photo, one particular police officer saying, "Look, that's yours. I can see it's a sky lantern. You're caught red-handed." Obviously getting quite excited about it. But that's our TNT for today, Tuesday. We'll be back again on Wednesday. Big thanks to 5 Star Marine. There's a link to their website in the description of this video. Really appreciate you dropping in, and we look forward to speaking to you again tomorrow.